UFO sightings you had, can you give me as much detail as possible?
Yes, of course. So I was down in Fareham. It was around dusk, July, about 10 years ago, and I was sat on a bench just watching the sea. And what I thought I saw were 3 balloons were not. They were either, it was either a cube or a diamond, and they were flying under the cloud line, and they were all rotating at the same rotation. They were all exactly the same distance apart. There were no lights and there were no sound. And I watched these travel in front of me for a good 10 minutes before they disappeared and I couldn't see them anymore. But they were so low and they were jet black. Okay. And that's what I saw.
Right, whether would you say they're matte black or?
Yeah, matte black.
Matte black?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they have lights on them?
No, no lights whatsoever. No lights at all, and they hadn't, and it was no sound, and they were so close that if they had any sound, I would have been able to hear it, but there was nothing. They were silent.
Okay, okay. Right, where about in Fareham? Was this by the beach?
Yes, it was Leon Solent.
Okay, and you were overlooking the sea?
Yes, from a bench.
Right. Okay, that's great. Okay. Was there? I've got to ask you. Was there any other witnesses to this?
Yes, and my partner at the time. We both just sat there. We could have had the opportunity to actually film it, but we actually couldn't believe what we were seeing. That we didn't think to pull out our phones.
That very often happens.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't think to record it because we couldn't believe what we were seeing. And we both said to each other, if we hadn't have been with each other and seen it, we would have talked ourselves out of what we saw.
Yeah, I got you.
You know?
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Now, size-wise, how would you equate these? I know it's difficult because when you see something in the sky, there's nothing to equate the size to. But I guess, the size of a car?
Yes, they're about the size of a car. All 3 of them, exactly the same.
Okay, right. And did they, when you first saw them, were they at a distance and then got bigger, or did they just appear?
I saw them from a distance. And obviously they got bigger because they were coming closer. But yeah, I watched them from far away, travelling all the way in front of me, all the way until I couldn't follow them anymore. But they didn't just disappear. They flew until I couldn't see them anymore.
Okay, I've got you. Now, just in case anyone's listening to this and they might have seen the same, maybe further on down the coast. Roughly about what year was this?
Oh, so it was probably maybe about 2014.
2014?
Yeah.
And about the month, roughly?
It was July.
Oh, July?
Yes,
You're
100%.
quite certain?
Yeah,
100%.
quite certain, because it was almost 10 o'clock at night and it was still light.
Okay.
So, and I could see them really, really clearly. Yeah.
Right. I've got another question which you might find strange, and that is, how did these, when you saw them, how did they make you feel? Did they make you feel scared?
No, not at all, not at all. They made me feel like I needed to know what they were. So after that, I went online and I tried to do as much research as I could of, other stories and sightings that other people have had that were the same, and I did find a few.
Yeah.
But I cannot explain what I saw at all. I've never in my life seen anything like that.
Okay.
Never. But yeah, I was excited. I was excited that I'd seen something like that I couldn't actually explain.
No. But it didn't give you a feeling of being scared?
No,
or?
no, not at all. Not
okay.
at all.
All right then. And for the record, if you'd like to put this as anonymous, you can, or if you want to be known by your first name, you can as well.
Okay.
Would you like to be known by your first name?
Yeah, Emma.
Emma, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.